Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to a timeless love reading for my singles. Today we're going to get some clues, some initials. I have some charms. We're going to do some initials and numbers to see if we can get some dates, get some evidence, new future relationship, what's coming next, new boyfriend, new girlfriend, future spouse. But I always like to see what's their energy, maybe how they may come into your life, when they will come into your life, anything Spirit wants to share with me. Always use my readings as a manifestation to open yourself up to receiving this love and just connecting for a few moments in time with the universe to attract the love that's meant to be in your life. So welcome to my Aquarius. Let's see, for those of you that are new to my channel, I am a psychic medium. I'm a professional intuitive and love coach, full-time. I love my YouTube channel. I'm very grateful to be here, but I do work in the field full-time as a psychic. So enjoy your readings. I'm glad that I'm able to do them for you. If you like them, please consider joining my channel. Hit that like button, claim the reading below, share your comments. All of those things just bring energy to me to continue to do what I'm doing every day. Welcome back to all of my Aquarius, my faithful Aquarius, who are loyal to me and enjoy watching these messages. So thank you always. So let's get started. My Aquarius singles are here with me today. Spirit guides, can you please share with me any loving energy that you have for them? Any loving energy that you want them to know is on their way. Let's manifest this energy together. Spirit, I am listening for you now. I have a crossroads. There is an indecision. Someone needs to make a choice. Maybe someone in your life needs to make a choice. Maybe you need to make a choice. Maybe there's a couple of people that you're talking to and you're trying to decide which is the person I'm supposed to be with. Nurture. Self-love is essential, a time to address your needs and to ground yourself. Taking care of yourself first is always important. And then happiness, positive energy surrounds you. A favorable outcome is assured. So if you're at a crossroads, if you're struggling, Spirit's saying, no worries, we got you, right? No worries, be happy, right? So we've got this happiness coming. I actually love the colors in these cards. I mean, everything's like bright and cheery and fun, and it's this beautiful color. So I'll take that. So let's get some cards on this table. Spirit, what do we have for new love? What is this crossroads that maybe some of us are in? What is this happiness that you have for us? I have a hanged man. They have you waiting. Okay, that's okay. I have a 2 of wands. I have a fool. And then I have a 2 of swords. Okay, so taking care of yourself. You know, my 2 of swords is a little bit of a, I need some time to, I don't know, between the hangman and the 2 of swords, maybe you need some time to get to a place where you know what it is that you want, that you know what type of relationship you want, what you have to offer. Sometimes we have to just spend that time alone to get there. But once you decide what it is that you want, then you can start to ask Spirit for exactly what you want. Okay. And then we move into this beautiful connection, this beautiful energy, because it's a 2 of wands. All I see is my future. And I've got this kind of amazing journey ready to start, ready to jump in. And I like the music. It almost came into me as my soul is singing, like music to my soul. My soul is, I don't know, in harmony with someone. And it is going to be, a very kind of big picture planning feeling to me, that whoever this is that's coming into your life, like I immediately see a future with them. I start planning a future with them. Maybe they see it immediately, is how it's coming into me. So this would be a connection that would probably last a lifetime right now. I'm going to see what the cards are saying, but the way that those two cards are coming into me, it's this feeling of I might have to wait for it, but that's okay. You make me feel tingly. Okay. I feel excited. I'm just going to go with I feel excited when I met you. Now, we do get like a psychic connection. I mean, as a psychic, when I'm in my psychic state and I get a message that's direct and accurate, you'll hear me saying my hands are tingling, my whole body's tingling. Like that is a reaction that I get from spirit, that I'm in alignment, that I'm receiving the messages. So you may feel that way. You may feel psychically like pins and needles. And it's very exciting, when you meet this person. Our journey is a never ending story. And what I want to add to that is our journey is a never ending love story. Like that would make that card perfect for me, because it will be. You are beautiful to me. This person's going to be very attracted to you. Your hair shimmers in the moonlight. I don't know. Just the sense of I notice everything about you, right? I notice everything. Do you trust me? Maybe I needed some space and time here to figure out what it is that I need from my next relationship. If you had a difficult past relationship and the most important thing to you is trust, if you are like, Spirit, I don't care who you bring to me, as long as they are loyal and faithful and loving, that's all I need. Like you have to be very specific what you ask for. Okay. So I do feel like this person's going to say, I think they're going to be very loyal and trustworthy, but we may have to get over that. I trust you. I want to do bad things with you. A little bit of a teasing, very high chemistry just came into me. So I do like that. I do think there's a, very sexual connection there, that, I'm physically attracted to you. A little bit of a teasing going on there. All right, let's see what they're saying. An abundance, an overload. Now this is coming into me. I love these cards. These cards are just so cool to me. Just this emotional overload, like when you first fall in love with somebody and everything makes you cry, like they kiss you and your eyes well up and you're just like, oh, I'm just so in love with you. And they're like, why are you crying? I'm crying because I'm happy. I'm crying because I'm overwhelmed with emotion. I'm crying because I've never had anybody make me feel this way before, so just this incredible sense of overloading of emotions. I love that. I have anxiety. Okay. So maybe I have been struggling with waiting. Maybe your person has some anxiety. Maybe your person has a tendency to have stress in their life. Maybe you're the calming force in their life. Maybe you are the key to everything's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. So there's typically in a relationship, one person has more of a calming energy than the other. So maybe they're able to calm you. Look at this. Move on. Maybe you're able to talk them off a cliff. Like sometimes you're put into somebody's life because, I don't know, they have a tendency to get riled up, or they have a tendency to just get all overworked or overexcited. And maybe you're like, it's good. We're fine. We have everything we need. Let's just move on. Let it go. Like you just have a better understanding of how to handle it. And they listen to you. Maybe that is why you're put in their life, like in vice versa. This could be vice versa. Yeah, trust too. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? So we have some anxiety, we have some trust, we have a little bit of fear heading into this connection also. So somebody has struggled through, somebody hurt me. I mean, I don't know how else to say it, but my ex cheated on me. They treated me bad. And now I'm afraid to enter into the next relationship. But the other person's like, everything's going to be okay. You can trust me, so I don't want you to worry about that. Sometimes I'm going to put it into the category of baggage. We all have baggage. We bring that baggage into any relationship. We try our hardest to not have those issues, but it depends on the wound. It depends on, you know, how you were hurt in the past. If you were really hurt in the past, or they were really hurt in the past, they'll be honest with you and say, I'm working through these issues, but give me time. I'm working on them. You know, it's not you, it's that I was hurt by somebody else. So that, you know, pushes through fears and those types of things. But I don't know. Right now, I feel like it's still a sense of that overwhelming abundance, overwhelming emotion. Four of Wands. I could see myself being with you. This is like a bridegroom. Look at him dancing. So my Four of Wands is always a celebration. We see it as that marriage card sometimes. You know, we see it as building a life around this person, that I have a future ahead of me. That's amazing, that I'm celebrating. But Three of Wands, this person's moving forward towards a future. So as soon as they meet you, it is this sense of, it's not a let's see what happens. It's, I want to be in your life. I want to be a part of your life. I want to see where this goes. And they take action, and they make plans, and they do things that show you that they want to be a part of your life. You know, there becomes there's an us, there's a we, there's an our future. All of those things start to unfold. An Ace of Swords, they're pretty smart right out of the gate with telling you how they feel about you. They're honest, Spirit just said. They're truthful. So that trust issue is going to go away very quickly. Okay. That trust issue is going to, at least with this person, you're going to be able to trust this person. They're going to be super honest right out of the gate. I have a Tower. You know, I feel like it is a second chance. It could be, I don't think it's a second chance with this person, but it's almost a second chance of love. I'm going to say it that way for some of you. This is my chance to have the person that I'm supposed to be with. This is it came into me a second chance. So whether it's a second significant relationship, whether it's a second marriage, it's a second chance for at least one of you. And a High Priestess. Look at her. She's beautiful. You know, look at her. She's just like, I just know. I just know that you're the person I'm supposed to be with. I mean, look at her inner knowing. I mean, she's just awesome. So I just know that you're the person I'm supposed to be with. I feel like it is a second chance. It is you know, it's a new beginning for both of you, Spirit just said, you know, as far as meeting each other. But I do feel like it's a second chance of love. And I feel like we appreciate it more. I feel like we are more excited about it, because to have this intensity, maybe even at our age, like there's some of you, it could be that I'm a little bit older, or I wasn't expecting to fall in love this deeply again at this point in my life. Like there's a little bit of that going on for me also. So let's see what sign they may be. What sign are they? They could be a Libra. They could be a Gemini. They could also be an Aquarius. Okay, that happens sometimes. So I've got a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius. We have other signs in in another deck also. Maybe we'll get other signs. Spirit, anything about this person? This one's jumping out. Here's another sign. I have a Virgo. Let's find out any clues. Any clues about this connection? Anything you want me to know about my person? They're saying comedian. I don't think they're a stand-up comedian, but I think that they certainly have a great sense of humor. Maybe that's the first thing that you notice about them. Maybe they're very bright. They're very smart. They certainly make you laugh, and they're a lot of fun, you know? So I do feel like that. They get riled up. There's something about this person, because we had that, like, they get riled up. Like they probably have one of those personalities. They go from 0 to like 100 miles an hour in like a nanosecond, you know? So I just feel like they go like, they just get like revved up very quickly. And maybe part of part of their excitement is that they're funny, you know, like they see things as very funny. They jump in, you know, very quickly with a quick response. But there's almost this sense of quickness to them is how it's coming into me. Like I said, from 0 to 100 in a nanosecond, you know, like there's something going on there. I have a cat. They could be a cat person. They could be an animal lover. But how it did come into me was a little bit more of they like their independence. They like their quiet time. They like their space. Maybe they like to like hang out on their computer, or they like to, you know, lock themselves in their room for a little while and play on their computer or play on their phone, or I don't know what they do. But they're independent, a little bit of an independence to them. Yeah, animal lovers, dog, cats, that's nice. Maybe you guys will have animals in your future. Sexy. There's definitely sexual tension in this connection. There's definitely a sexual attraction. There is sexual teasing going on. There is intimacy, flirting. So I think that that part of it will be a lot of fun for you. A lot of fun. That's good. You need that. I have college life. I always see this card more as college educated as opposed to college life, although some of them may be still in school, but they maybe have completed their educations. Maybe they have an advanced education, something like that. They like to travel. Maybe they want to take you away to faraway places. Maybe they like to travel. If you said to them, you know, if you won the lottery tomorrow, what do you want to do? That would be their first response. I want to travel, you know. You complete me. You complete me. You're my missing puzzle piece. I feel whole with you. I feel comfortable with you. Those are all good things. Synchronicity. Probably have a lot in common. Probably have a lot of things in common. Probably realizing that, you know, it just things are falling into place pretty easily is how I feel. That is nice also. Coffee. I feel like they're a coffee drinker. Okay, so black coffee maybe. Part of me feels like they are a night owl, like a little bit of a night owl. So maybe they have coffee like later on or early evening to stay up late at night. Part of me feels like they are a coffee drinker, and part of me feels like it's black coffee. So, you know, just basic coffee. So they'll just, you know, they'll drink any coffee is how I feel. So they like that. Maybe it's part of their job. I don't know. Maybe they work somewhere where they have like a later shift, because the way that I needed that quiet time, that downtime, the coffee, maybe they have some kind of job where they work like a later shift, and what you and I wouldn't drink coffee at like 4 PM, but they drink 4 o'clock in the afternoon because it's like their morning coffee, if that makes sense. So maybe there's something going on with that for some of you, you know, like maybe they just work a different shift or a late shift. Spirit, please share with me anything about my person coming. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. I do feel like your person is a planner. With that 3 of Wands that came in a moment ago, I do feel like your person is a planner. They either like to know what they're doing. They would be one of those people that say, you know, what are we doing this weekend? And they wouldn't just be like flying by their seat of their pants. They would actually have planned something out for all day on Saturday, or if we're going somewhere, they know where we're going, what time we're leaving. They pack their bags, you know, like I just feel like they're very kind of regimented like that. So that's probably a great quality to have in somebody, I think. I think if they're a planner, they usually have their act together. That's nice. Mortality. Life is brief, bright, beautiful, and yours to live. There's a sense of living in the day, living in the moment. Little bit of work hard, play hard energy also, that when I am off, I really take advantage of that time. I feel like that they live life large. Again, there was a sense of intensity about this person. So they live life large a little bit. I have a clock, time, the number 14, time, pressure, and in a rush. Maybe that's where that anxiety and stress come from. Could be work related. It could be, they feel like they're always on a schedule. They're always on the clock. Their time is very limited with, quote unquote, their fun time. So they're play hard, work hard. They try to make the most of their time. So I do feel like that is important. So if you are a part of their life, they would be things that would be important to them is being on time or scheduling things, something like that. Let's get some letters. Let's see if Spirit will share with me some letters. Now, I just bought these because I wanted some bigger letters and bigger numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a handful, and then I'll put them in the tray. So let's do this. So I've got a handful. I've got the letter H. I've got an X. I've got an O. Okay. They're like wooden. Okay. And I've got a number 7. I've got a 7. Could be July. I've got a 5. Could be May. I have a Y. Why? I don't know. Part of me feels like I don't think that's a first initial. I almost feel like that's a nickname, like one of those names that end. Like I have a son named Bobby, Danny, Manny, I mean, just I feel like it's like a name that ends with a Y. Maybe it's a nickname. I have a D. Maybe it is Danny. Okay. I have the letter T. I have a K. Lots of letters. I have a P. I have a J. I have a G. I have another K. Okay, so Keith, Kevin, Carrie. I don't know. I have the letter W. William, Will. I don't know. I have a letter Q. And I have another W. I have another W. So those are the letters. Now you can take a screenshot of that and keep your eyes open for any of these and see if any of them come true. That would be great. Let me just get this out of the way just for a second. All right, let's get some additional messages. I've got some love messages and I've got a timeline. Spirit, what do you have for my Aquarius? So those were some clues. Let's see what these guys say. I have a 3 of flowers. That's my 3 of wands in this deck. 3 of wands. I have a transformation. That is my death card in this deck. Okay. They're calling it transformation. I like that actually, because that is exactly what the death card is. It is we've changed so that we can, something else can come into our lives. And I have a 2 of flowers. So 2 of wands, 3 of wands. I've changed, right? I've changed so that I can bring something into my life. I've changed so that I can bring you into my life. That is probably what happened. And then I have the world. It's a new beginning, right? It's that feeling I had earlier with the second chance at love, something like that. That is probably why I'm feeling that. That's probably why I'm thinking about my future. I'm thinking about what it is I want this time. I'm thinking about, the type of relationship that I want. And I have, changed. I'm not the same person I was, in the last relationship. So Spirit's going to bring you somebody that's much more in alignment with who you have become. That is for sure. Spirit, when is this person coming into my life? Tomorrow. I love that. Let's put this out into the universe. Let's put this out into the universe. Next month. These are all good. Next month. All right, they're close. It's close. It could be Spirit's way of saying any day now. Okay. And number 8 days. I have within a week. Wow, those are really like any day cards, right? Tomorrow, next month, next week. So if you've been manifesting, let's just put this out into the universe, and we're gonna bring this. And 7, 8, okay, July, August. It's not that far. September could be, like middle of the year, something like that. The number 26, that could be an age. I have February. Maybe we'll be together in February. That is next month. That from when I'm recording that is next month. So that would be gorgeous. Spirit, what is this person feeling for me? What will they feel for me? What will their feelings for me be? How much will they love me? You light my fire. I want your body. Yeah, absolutely. The chemistry is going to be great. There's going to be a great sexual tension and excitement here. I will love you forever. It's what I felt in the beginning, that feeling of like, once I meet this person, this is the person I'll stay with. So for those of you that are looking for a long-term commitment, for looking for, somebody to really share your life with, I'm going to tell you how I feel soon. I like the soon. I'm going to go with the soon. Soon is in alignment with all of those time cards. Also, you deserve everything in this world, and I want to spoil you. So I've got this world card right now. I will tell you, sometimes second time around for people. They just want to have a healthy, happy relationship. And they do put a lot more effort into that next relationship. So I wouldn't be surprised if this person does want to spoil you. I would not be shocked by that. But I mean, everybody wants to be spoiled. Who doesn't want to be spoiled, right? So I would not be shocked by that. I think that that's gorgeous. Like, I want to spoil you. And you deserve to be spoiled. I love that. I love you. I love you. You are a distraction for me that makes me feel good. I'm having a hard time focusing on work. I think about you all the time. It's crazy. I want to spend my life with you by my side. I do feel that. I do feel like this person finds you and starts making plans. This is a planner. This person likes to plan. They like to think about their future. They like to think far ahead. So I wouldn't be shocked if this person, like, within a very short period of time, if things are going really well, they start saying, as long as we're together, we're moving in that direction. We're moving in a direction of being committed, something like that. So this is going to be a beautiful love, a beautiful love. Let's, bottom of the deck, Spirit said one more. You're all I've ever wanted. So they're looking for you, and you are going to be it. Beautiful. I want to thank Spirit for this reading today. Before I end, what I've been wanting to do is share the decks that I use with you guys a little bit more. For those of you that are new to my channel, I have hundreds of decks, hundreds and hundreds of decks. And I get asked about the decks a lot. So let me just go through some of the decks I used in today's reading. I used the Eye of Zen, this romance oracle deck in the beginning, which were those beautiful love cards in the beginning. And she has a channel, Jennifer Walker. She has a YouTube channel also. So I did buy it directly from her. I do believe I went to her website or something like that to buy that deck. The Cute Cat Tarot were those cute little tarot cat decks. I love this little deck. Here is the deck creators information on the back here. And I do believe I had to go to the deck creators website to purchase this. So there's the names of the deck creators, but it's an adorable little deck, of course. This is a cute little called Vessel, the Love Tarot decks. And I think I might have gotten this on Etsy. I'm not sure. But there's the information, and these are really fun. I love to read them intuitively. They have great images for me, and I get different messages all the time from those. The Tarot of Curious Creatures. This is a Chrysan deck. This is a Hay House deck, but I do believe you can get it through Amazon or Hay House. And then here were the creatures. So that was the High Priestess. Remember I said, isn't she awesome? She's actually on the cover of the box. So that's gorgeous. And then the Oracle cards, which were the Alice in Wonderland by Lucy Cavendish. This is a great deck. I have a few of her decks. You recognize her artwork with these kind of very distinctive eyes, and she has a very distinctive art style. Here were those cards. They were the theme of Alice in Wonderland. And then the last tarot deck that I used was also an Alice in Wonderland deck, the Disney Alice in Wonderland deck, which is a relatively new release. This was released I think it was released in 2022. I think it is a relatively new deck on the market. I do believe I bought it through Amazon, and it has the of course, Alice in Wonderland theme, and then it has the border, which was kind of nice, and they're kind of fun. I love themed decks. So I hope if that helps you, let me know in the comments below that you like seeing the deck names. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can go to my website, KathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com.